All right, so let's find the coordinates for C prime, D prime, and E prime. So looking at the graph, C prime is at -1, 7. D prime is at 4, 4. E prime is at 1, 2. And we're done. So that's all you have to do. So guys, go ahead and try number 3. Like I graphed it for you there, so you can always pause the video and look at the graph. But try that one on your own, okay? And then what I want to talk about is number 4. All right, so for number 4, it's just a little bit different. And so for this one, I have the square plotted for you. So just make sure, like, if they tell you it's a square, make sure when you get, like, when you graph the pre-image, it looks like a square. Make sure when you get the image, it looks like a square as well. So for number 4, it says x minus 7, and then it just has a y. Okay, so this is kind of like when we have, like, I think about it as like an equation or anything. Like in math, normally if we have like an x, there's always like a 1 in front of that x, okay? And so this is just one of those things just like that that's kind of understood. So since there's just y there, it's basically the same thing as saying y plus 0, okay? So it's basically saying y plus 0. So all we have to do for this one is shift it horizontally. Okay, and if you look at it, it says x minus 7. So that's the negative direction. That's the positive direction on the x-axis. We're going to go in the negative direction. So all we're going to do is just shift this graph over 7 units. So I'm going to start this one, but I'm going to let you guys finish it out. So for z, we're just shifting it over 7 units. We're going to take z and go over 7 units. And that's going to put z prime right there. Okay. And then also we have W. So W, again, just shifting over 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 units. So that is going to be W right there, W prime. So I'm going to let you guys finish this one out. So what I'd like you to do for Z prime, the coordinate for Z prime is -8, 2. And the coordinate that we got for W should be -6, 7. All right, so finish it out. Shift over X to get X prime and shift over Y to get Y prime and finish that problem out. So if you guys have any questions on this, please, send me a screenshot of the problem or, request a Zoom session or join one of the Zoom sessions throughout the week. All right, so moving on to vectors. Vectors are important, guys, because you're going to see these in like physics and sciences and everything like that. So you're going to hear a lot about vectors, I know, especially in physics class. So it's just a quantity. So like an amount, all right, with both direction. All right, so I think about like northwest, east, south. Okay, so what direction is it moving in? And so it has a direction and a magnitude. So magnitude could also just mean size. So magnitude or size. So the way I think about this is if you're in your car, all right, I think about like velocity, which you see a lot in physics. If you're in your car and you're heading north, that's a direction. So you're heading north, and the magnitude or the size or whatever it may be would be your miles per hour. That would be your velocity. So, hey, we're going 70 miles per hour north. All right. So that's kind of how I think about it. All right. So that's kind of like a real life relationship to what a vector is. So we'll go more in depth with vectors in the next video.